All right, here I am, blurry-eyed in Spain, as promised. And I'm out on the porch here. Sort of weird sound. Anyway, thought I'd show you around. Fortunately, it's not daytime and I'm not with horses. Let's see, where did it go? There we go, that's the road. Ooh, a car. That doesn't happen very often around here. It's a very quiet little rural village, and um, we were booked this sweet little Airbnb that has a balcony overlooking the town. It's in the region of Girona, Spain, so just south of the French border. And this is my next update about the Peace and Horses fundraiser. We have 34 backers, $2,080 raised, and only 12 days to go. It's getting down to the wire. Now, Kickstarter, I have a couple facts from Kickstarter. One is that only 1/3 of the projects actually end up getting funded. Hopefully this is going to be one of them. And the other one is that there is usually a big upsurge at the end of the fundraiser. So I'm really hoping for that one too. I just spent my first full day teaching here, 8 hours, and it was absolutely fantastic at this beautiful place nearby with people who really are leading the way in welfare for horses. And I'll try and pronounce the name of the organization, Proyecto Caballo. And I'll include a link because they're really doing some really neat stuff. Today I have a recording of Jenna and I talking about the idea that we're pre-literate in peace again, and also the community building that we want to do as part of this project. So without further ado, here we go. I just want to kind of circle back to the beginning and thinking of this concept that we may be pre-literate in peace.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing. It's just
right.
where it is, that's what our society has grown up with, is use conflict. But then that opens up all these new opportunities for, if we are pre-literate in peace, well, let's learn peace. Let's learn this type of literacy. And that's really what we're putting forth here, is saying, hey, this is what we're working on learning. Come along, come with us, and we're going to learn this together. That's how it has to be. There's some that are a little further along the path and a little less far along the path. And if we can all offer these spaces to come and follow that longing that for belonging, for feeling like part of something that's healthy and wholesome, that's what we're doing. That's what we're up to. That's what we're offering spaces for people to come along and saying, yes, we're doing this, not theoretically, but really actually living and breathing and changing our old mental patterns.
And that it's a work in progress. I love how you're saying, you're like, why don't we just acknowledge we're pre-literate, that any one of us might lapse into illiteracy. I know I do. There are times where I fall totally asleep to my own reactivity. And it's why I want people around me who we agree that this is what we're trying to do better at. We're trying to grow our capacity for this. And that there's room for being human and joining together. I think one of the things that's tough about living in a pre-literate society for peace is that we worry about connecting with one another. I was talking to a friend of mine. She is a yoga instructor and she does some really, really beautiful community engagement. And she said, what's funny is you talk about these places to go and retreat centers. And she said, there's some that are all over. And a lot of times when I have the option to go, I don't. And I wonder why that is. And we talked for a little while. And she said, it's because we don't really know how to be with each other anymore. That humanity's gotten so disconnected through being connected, through technology, that we don't necessarily know how to be together in our humanity. And as we talked, we thought, you know what? And maybe at least in our imagined history on the planet, we don't know that there was ever a great civilization who was so literate in peace that they could show the way. And so we're really carving new territory. I think that means we have to be gentle with ourselves. We have to be patient with ourselves and be patient with one another, with room for that acceptance that this is something we're continually trying. This is a skill to develop, and that peace is not just I have it and now I have it forever. We come in it, we lapse out of it. both that inner peace and then the relationship piece. And so there's room for being able to grow and develop. And if we have mentors, we have very peaceful people amongst us, that sure helps us advance our skills. And so in addition to inviting people who want to be peers in this journey, want to be colleagues in this journey, want to be friends who are on board, want to be observers of the videos that we do, whatever that is, I know for me, I also want to extend a call for those who have a lot of skill at peace to also reach out to us, because we would love to keep adding to this community the sense of really deep listeners, deep knowers of reality, deep beings who can understand how to radiate that peace, how to notice when we're triggered and bring us back to ourselves. So it's part of my hope too, is that we can partner with people who really have exceptional level of skills, because that's what helps us move ourselves forward.
Yeah, and recognizing that we're all on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
We all are on that same team, so the more inclusive we can be on this path, the more reflected of the nature of reality.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and yeah, I like that idea of leaving a space for everybody. You know, leaving welcome mat out and on the doorstep. Welcome, come see what it's like to hang out with this tribe, and see that it's all of us. You know, it's
all of us.
Longings for peace in the moments that we have on this earth.